Hey VC, Gary's Vinyl Dungeon here. Thought I'd do a video today updating my listening room. Been a lot of changes in it, and I thought I would give you an update of what I've changed. Let me switch it over to the looking out here. Okay. Starting here is my Mac that I use mess around on while I'm a lot of times listening to my music. And over here we have a pair of monolith headsets. These are really nice headsets. These are open back headsets. They come with these wooden end plates on them, but you can take them off and that gives it a more open sound and they sound better in my opinion. So that's what I do. And here is my headset amp, and that's a dark voice tube amp. And then next to that is my Parasound phono preamp. Down here, that's where I keep my MoFi inner sleeves. This is my outer sleeves. I always keep them well stocked because I buy so many damn records. And now over here I have a turntable that I had over there plugged into my Macintosh. It's the MMF 5.1 SE, and I got a blue Ortofon 2M on it. And below that, I have a early 80s Denon Cd Deck, and it's a DCD 1500, and that was basically Denon's top of the line in this year that it came out. I think it was 84, I believe. And then below this is my Onkyo receiver. It's the 8270, I believe. And below that is an Onkyo 6-disc changer. And below that is my Pioneer cassette deck. It's a CTF 500. It's probably middle of the line. It's not one of their better ones. And sitting on top of that is my rack rider. It's everything plugs into that. It's a power filter and a protector from any kind of surge coming in. Here I have a Polk subwoofer that I use for my music, and here is Vandersteen. I've had these a long time. Every time I think about getting rid of them, I listen to them, and then I say, no, there's no way. They sound too damn good. But that's the other one over there. And they're on the B channel on my receiver. And still have the Clips RB81 Series 2 on my A channel on that. And then here is my record cleaner. I've shown this up, demonstrated. It's a vacuum system. And man, I tell you, I've got so many different cleaning things here for records, and this is to stay. If this goes up, I'll buy another one because it really does a great job. Here's one of the CD racks. I have them all alphabetized. This starts with Nickelback and goes down to ZZ Top. These are all country. And a few signs. Here's these are some Harley Davidson things that I've picked up driving, and these I've showed people before. These were all cars that I've picked up at different rallies, and what I failed to mention is these are all banks. They're like collector's items. They got little keys stuck on the bottom and a little slot on the top, and you can use them as a bank. But they're pretty cool. And there's more over here. These small ones, they're like dime banks. If you can see that, same way with the motorcycles. But this is a smaller version. Here's my AC/DC poster. Next to that is David Gilmour. That's pretty cool. I like that poster. And then starting over here, it's A, goes on around, down this way, across, ends in S. S continues over here. I'm sorry for moving this around. I'm not watching what I'm doing here. And goes on down, and I got room to expand. And I had to change out all the bottoms. I had bottoms here, and they started bowing on me. They didn't have the center petition, so I actually got the same ones that the top cabinets are. And I bought cheaper ones for the bottom, thinking I was going to save some money, but they started bowing real bad. So it's too much weight. So I had to put these other ones down there. And I don't put any records there. I do this so I don't have to get on my hands and knees and get records, because my knees are shot. But same way with here. Over here I have the same cabinet. These are all my box sets. MoFi's here. Over here's box sets. Down here's my country. And in my drawers here, not that one, is cassettes. But that's about all for this room. There's some more cars. Here's my Tom Petty poster, like that. And here's a new TV I got. It's a 65-inch, and it's 4K, and it's got all the Dolby Vision and stuff like that in it. I upgraded. I was gonna get a big, the projector and everything, and I looked it up, and I didn't have enough room from the screen. The screen was gonna go down and stick up into my speakers and stuff, so I nixed that. And here are my Cornwall 3s. I keep the covers on them because of having cats, and I'm afraid they're gonna do a number with scratching them. And since I've had them, I have built boxes for them to sit on, and that gets the tweeter up at ear level. And also I put wheels on them, so now they just roll around real easy, because you need something like that when you have cats so you can clean. And I bought another Accutech subwoofer, so now I have two. So actually I have a 9.2 system now. These are Wharfdale Diamond Series 10.2s. They're my front channels. And here's my receiver. It's Pioneer Elite. It's the VSX LX503. Great sound and surround sound receiver. It's got all the 4K pass-through and all that. I had to upgrade all that because of the TV. Same way with my Blu-ray player. It's upgraded to 4K. But and there's my Polk center channel. This is I still kept my Denon Blu-ray player here because to play my SACDs, it's hard to find a player that plays both SACDs and 4K and all that. So I had to keep that because I have, a lot of SACDs. So that's that. There's cable box. Here's the Bluray tube amp. This is for the turntable that sits right here. This is got an Orifon Blue on it, and this is called American Audio. I've got two of these. One sits right there, just sitting there. It's not hooked up. But these are great sounding turntables. They really are. There's not much difference between this one here, and that one there. If you can believe that. I paid $150 for each one of those used, and I paid, I think it was $13.50 for that one. So $150 in that, plus I added the platter. So yeah, that's what happens. You buy something used and cheap, and it plays as good as you buy expensive things. But here's my view from sitting in my listening chair now. It's got the dual subs, and when I'm listening to like a real action movie, I take and unplug the corn walls and plug them into the front channel of the receiver, so it gives it a better effect. But if I'm just watching a regular movie, I just use the Wharfdales. They work just fine. Oh, there's my grandfather clock that I've had since 1985. I purchased that when I moved out in the country from the city. I believe there's a plate on there that said Night Lab I had. Of course, there's my Easy Rider poster. And over here is the 100th anniversary party down at the Civic Center in Baltimore. I went down there for the 100th anniversary there. It was down in Pimlico. And I also went to the 100th anniversary out in Milwaukee in 2003. Over here, this is my Golden that I had, which I loved a lot. I still kind of choke up thinking about her. There's my school clock. And over here is my Easy Rider. A friend of mine brought this back from Japan when he was in the Marines, and he gave it to me, which I cherish, because I was a big Easy Rider fan. I've seen the movie probably 50 times. And the guy that gave me this, he's suffering from bone marrow cancer, and he's just got out of hospital. He's not doing too good. He just went on what do you call it, where they change your health care. They do it just for like end of life care, but yeah, he's not doing real good. There's Picture This Eagles, Purple Rain, Green Day, Dookie album. Okay, down here is my Fluence speaker, and this plays mono off of my Macintosh receiver. There is a center channel on the Macintosh that you plug a cable into, and you get a Y adapter, and you plug two speakers in, and it plays both channels together. It's pretty cool. It sounds pretty good because it's in the background. You get both channels coming out of one. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it really sounds nice. These are my quads. These are the rear channel to my surround sound unit. And the Polk here, they're the B channel of my receiver. So all this together, it sounds pretty good. And starting it up here is my Furman. This is a power conditioner too. All the plugs are in the back. And under that's my Kenwood Power Amp. It's, see what this is. This is a KM992. They are great sounding power amps. It's probably from the 80s, early 80s. Underneath that is my Adcom 5-disc CD player. It's from the 80s too. I think it's from like 88 or 89. Sounds fantastic. Really does sound good. Underneath that is my Marantz cassette deck, double cassette for taping. And then under that, of course, is my Macintosh C39 receiver. And underneath this was a fairly recent pickup. This is a Rotel tuner. It's model number RT1080. And underneath that are my nice Adcom power amps there and there. These were I bought new. They were rebuilt, so they sound really. They were just had all the caps replaced. And this is my Sherwin Vega subwoofer that I have hooked up for my music, but it's dual 8-inch, sounds fantastic for music. These quads, I think they're Canadian speakers, I believe. I'm not 100% sure of that. I think they are. And here's my other CD rack. It starts at A, goes on across and down to N, Neil Young. And then here is my new tape deck. Yeah, I'm all right. My new phono. It is fantastic. And of course, everybody should know this one. It's a VPI Scout. And it really does sound good. I bought the wood platform for it and the disc. The motor is, I guess everybody knows these, but the motor is separate from the turntable itself. It's got the large acrylic platter, and it's also got the JMW Memorial tone arm on it. Really hard to tune in right, but once you get it dialed in, sounds fantastic. It took me, I worked on it for 2 hours and then took a break and then came back and finished it up. I just couldn't get it dialed in right. It's a little tricky because the tone arm, it just kind of floats on a pin, and to get everything level, it's really a trick to it. But yeah, there's my dehumidifier. I run down here every morning before I start listening. And over here, these are the Polka Audio middle channel. These are really nice speakers. They really sound good. Let me back up so you can actually see them. I get to talk, and then here's my grandson. Here's a little, this is old. He's in 12th grade now, I think, or 11th. This is when he was little. I bought him a little Harley with a battery in it. He loved that thing. And here's me out at the Grand Canyon. This is the South Rim. Drove out there. Great trip. Let's see. Here's the power amps that I took off my surround sound system that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. I imagine I'll keep them in case one of the other ones go up. But that's that. And there's my AC/DC. This is a flag, actually. It's not a poster, it's a flag. And there's my Harley. Gave me this when I bought a bike. They were giving this away. It's gas tanks from older bikes that they used to have. And some more. I have so many of them, but I just realized my clock needs a new battery. It's stuck on, if you can see it jumping, but it ain't moving. Here's a pair of, here's all my headsets. Well, not all of them. There's a bunch more upstairs. These are HD 600 Sennheiser. These are really nice sounding. These are Hi-Fiman 400s. They're nice. These are Grotto SR80s. Grotto makes a really nice headset. I think a lot of guys use them in studios to monitor things because they're true to life sound of what it's supposed to sound like. And I believe that's it. I don't have a phono preamp on my VPI. I don't need one because of the Macintosh. It's got such a good preamp built in it. You just don't need it. Yeah, that's it. I just thought I'd give you an updated tour. And everybody have a great day. Now I got to do another video here because I got a bunch more records in. So I'll be sending 2 out today. Okay, take care, guys.